Hello again, 3-2. Today, we are going to learn something that is a continuation from what we did last time. If you remember, in the last video, I showed you how to create a Google Doc, how to name your Google Doc, and how to share it with me, your teacher. Maybe the most important step. So today what I'm going to show you is how to find the Google Doc that you created and one easy trick if you're maybe not the fastest typer in the world. So, of course, you're going to open your email, your school email, and hopefully you are an expert at how to do that by now. So you're going to the same place that we did last time. You're going to go up to these dots, the Google Apps, and you're going to click on it. We created a Google Doc, so you're going to go over here to where it says Docs and click. Now, I will always remind you of what you called your Google Doc, the name, because that's important for how to find it. Now, sometimes you might get lucky and you'll notice that you can see it right here in recent docs. And that's because we probably just worked on it the same week or the same 2 weeks. And so if you notice, mine is right here. It's called My Story, Miss Hennessy. Now, if you're lucky and yours is right at the top, you can click on it. If you're not so lucky and you go down and down and down and you still can't find yours, that's okay. There's an easy solution. You just go up here to search, click, and then you type in the title of your doc. Remember, I told you I will always remind you of the name. So today we're looking for My Story, Miss Hennessy, and hopefully the same thing that happened before is going to happen again, that you might only get halfway through typing the title of your doc and then your computer is already guessing and giving you some ideas. The computer is pretty smart, so if you notice, mine is right at the top. I'm going to click on it, and here is what I made last time. Today, you have a job. Your job is to find the Google Doc that you made last time, open it up, and now I want you to do a little bit of writing. I want you to write all about what you think your teacher should know. You're going to tell me 5 things that you want me, your teacher, to know about you. Maybe it's your favorite food. Maybe it's your favorite school subject. Maybe it's something you're afraid of. You might have to get creative and think of more things. Maybe it's a best friend in your class. Maybe it's someone you're afraid of working with or that you're excited to work with because you've never been with them before. But I'm going to ask you to think of 5 things that you want to tell me in secret. So I'm not going to share this with the class. It's private between you and me. Okay? And I want to show you before I end the video a little trick in case you didn't know. I'm a really fast typer, but that's because I've had a lot of practice, lots and lots of years in school. If you don't feel like you're super fast or you just don't like to type, that's okay. What you're going to do is you're going to go up to Tools and click. You're going to notice there's a lot of choices, but one of the favorite choices I have is all the way down here, and it's called voice typing. That means you can type using only your voice. If you click on that, the best thing happens. In the corner, there's a picture of a microphone, and it says click to speak. So all you have to do is click on this button, and then everything you say The computer will type for you, period. Now, if you notice, I was speaking very slowly. The reason is because the computer gets a little bit mixed up on your words if you speak too fast. The second thing that you maybe noticed is that I said the word period, and the computer knew to put a period at the end of my sentence. If you forget to do that, the computer doesn't know you're finished with a sentence, and it will just keep typing on and on and on and on. We call that a run-on sentence because it goes on and on and on. So don't forget, you have to tell the computer, period, when you're finished with each new sentence. This voice typing that we found in Tools near the middle is one of my favorite parts about Google Docs. So you always have a choice whether you want to use your fingers on a keyboard or whether you want to use this amazing feature, voice typing. And every time I ask you to come to a Google Doc, you always have that choice. Okay, maybe in ICT you're practicing typing, but with me you're just practicing writing and thinking of ideas. So the typing is not the most important part. Again, what I showed you was how to open your email and find Google Docs. We're going to click on the app. And if you're lucky, you can find your Google Doc that you gave a name, hopefully right here in Recent, which means that you just made it, Recent Docs. Here's mine. If it's not there, you just go up and click on Search and type in the title. Mine was called My Story, and look at that. The computer already found it for me. I'm just going to click on it, and it opens up. It will always save automatically, and so it's really easy to just add in your ideas. In a later video, I might show you something else, but for now, I want you to find the Google Doc that you created, add 5 things you want me, your teacher, to know about you, and maybe practice how to speak slowly for voice typing that you can find under Tools. That's it for this video. Remember, think of 5 things, and I promise I'll keep them a secret. Have fun!